Hi, and welcome to KTM TV.
I'm Kevin Marshall, CPA.
And my name's Tara Marie, and we are on a mission to help 1.1 million families become financially healthier, mentally wealthier, and be able to give back over $10 million to a charity that, if you're with us, you could even choose, all at no cost to them.
Today we're going to show you the 3 C's. How, as a business owner, you can
save from unneeded and unnecessary fines and potential lawsuits, save your employees and yourself a lot of mental and financial stresses,
and save, on average, $635 per employee per year on payroll taxes.
Awesome. So this is not just another presentation. This is actually a lifeline and a wake-up call if you are wanting to improve your business, your life, and everything in between. So stay tuned. We're going to give you the next steps to find out exactly what you can do. So in 1996, when the #1 hit song was the Macarena, and we were all trying to figure it out, the Mental Health Parity Addiction Act was born. And that baby has grown up. In the last few years, it has changed, and the demands are high. If you do not meet compliance, you could owe up to $110 per employee per infraction. But the bigger thing to look out for is that one employee you know that always is causing issues, because one complaint from an employee could lead to a class action lawsuit. And there's things on the table happening right now. Don't let that be you. All right, and now for our second C, which is convenient compliance. This is where you can save yourself personally a lot of stress and your employees, mentally and financially, starting off with peace of mind that you are actually compliant with the Mental Health and Parity Act.
As a CPA for 35 years, I find that most business owners and their accountants are just not aware of these amazing tax savings. As a business owner, if you provide these amazing benefits to your employees, you can also reap the rewards of additional tax deductions.
It's awesome. In fact, it's kind of a funny story. Kevin was my client back then, and he called me and asked if I had gotten a certain credit. My first answer was, I'm sure I did. I had a really expensive, this is why I said, accountant. Come to find out, I didn't. So this is not a knock on your accountants or your CPAs. This is just a fact that there's thousands of tax codes out there that they're not aware of, which is why we are so passionate about helping you and your employees become mentally healthy and financially wealthy. With that being said, we have access to
24/7 mental health services.
This is a bell ringer. We all know the topics. Mental health has been big on the board, and now there's going to be enforcements behind it. But I want to pause for a minute and actually share something. My background is the mental health and wellness space for over 15 years. And one thing I've seen, and I actually want to ask you right now, is there somebody in your office or somebody you work with that you kind of have an idea they're struggling? Because what I have seen is it's probably a fact that someone you work with is lying to you. They're saying they're okay, and they're not. This is one of the biggest things that we face and haven't been given a proper solution. And while there may be a lot of mental health services out there, after 15 years in the field, boots on the ground, and even internationally, if you or your employee does not have someone that they can call 24/7, it's already too late. This is where the convenient coverage part comes in. And in this video, we're only going to be going over 3 different ones, like right now. We have up to 12 different services that are all covered as part of the plan that can end up getting you these additional benefits yourself. So the next one is 24/7 health and wellness. We also have, and this blew my mind, over 1,000 prescriptions that you and your employees can have available at no cost, delivered right to your door. And the best part, because of some other benefits that are included in with it, they don't even have to go see someone. They can get on the phone, get the prescription, and have it shipped straight to their door. So more on that later. Why are we bringing this up? It's convenience, convenience, convenience. And I'm sharing a few personal stories that I know aren't just mine. Your employees and yourself may have gone through some of the same things. I needed a prescription and I was out of town. They wouldn't give it to me. I couldn't even do the telemedicine or whatever with my own doctor because I was out of state lines. I had to fly back to the state that I was in just to get a prescription. These are available in all 50 states. All right, what is our next one? Okay, this is how a big piece of it all comes together. Imagine being able to get financial advice from somebody who actually is credible. There's a lot of stuff out there. And in my past, when I owned a gym, I saw people talking to their trainer about their finances and getting advice from their own personal trainer. So where are you getting your advice from? Where are your employees getting their advice from? Because an amazing, amazing coverage that we have now is financial advisors on demand. You can book unlimited calls with a special advisor in the exact lane that you want and need to talk to them about. That's all included at no cost out of your pocket or your employees. And the other thing is financial education. We talk about this a lot. Maybe you guys, as a business owner, it's like, who taught you how to run a business? These are things we didn't learn in school. And studies actually show that, actually, I'll even have you think about this. How many couples do you think fight about finance? Or what percent of couples do you think fight about finances? What do you think it is?
47%.
All right, drum
That's
roll.
my favorite number, 47.
All right, drum roll, here it is. So there you have it. It's 86% of couples. So this means a large number of your employees, I'm not saying that you're one of those that fall in the category, but your employees are struggling with this, which fighting to finances leads to poor mental health, which leads to poor physical health, which leads to poor employee performance. And all of this is available to them 24/7 at no out-of-pocket cost to you or them. And in fact, it leads you to additional savings.
Companies like yours are already using these strategies to their advantage, and we don't want to let lack of education keep costing you and your employees.
Absolutely. So we would love to have you join us in the mission, be a part of 1.1 million families becoming healthy in ways we never have been before at little or no out-of-pocket cost. So with that being said, now we're on to the cash savings. So it's cash flow time. Now here's where you actually save on taxes and actually more. So by providing the right coverage and being compliant, but especially the right coverage that we talked about before, you are now able to save $635 per employee a year on FICA tax. 100 employees, over $64,000. 2,000 employees, over $730,000 a year. You can do the math for your own company. In fact, I challenge you right now. How many employees do you have? Full-time employees, by the way. Now, workman's comp. Take whatever your workman's comp bill currently is and reduce it by 18 to 30%. These are your out-the-gate savings that you can actually have set up within 6 to 8 weeks for you and your business. As promised, the ways to save. So how is this done? A lot of people ask. Very special tax codes that business owners like you and companies are already using, pre and post tax codes, because you've done what you've done, and now can be your turn to cash. So, if you're ready to save yourself from fines and potential lawsuits, get incredible coverage at no cost, no out-of-pocket cost to you or your employees, from the mental health to the prescriptions to the financial health and much more we can talk about on the calls. Plus, increase your cash flow through these incredible tax savings. Click the link below and Kevin and I can't wait to talk to you personally. We also have down below a link to the incredible Mental Health to Save Your Company magazine, where you can discover a lot more, and it's a great resource to get your whole team on board. Again, we can't wait to meet you personally. Click the link below to schedule your save call now.